Hi Creepsters! This is the Nightlights Book Club and it is June 2019. Before I give up the book club pick for the month, I wanted to ask you, do you bookstore or do you library? How do you read your books? Do you buy them? Do you borrow? Do you Kindle? Do you Nook? I'm just curious because I kind of do all of them. I love the bookstores. I have a library card that I'm super proud of and I geek out a bit every time I get to use it. I also, of course, I have Kindle and Nook downloaded and I go on WordPress. People send me links all the time. And as a, creator of a book club, people do send me their works as well as writers. And as a fellow writer, I can understand, the more you get your work out there and the more people that you can connect with, the better off we are for have read the story and for sharing our works. So I get it. Send it. Send me everything. I love to read. Which brings me to my reasoning for this book club pick is because, believe it or not, my husband does not read at all. He's actually, that's a lie, because he definitely does social media and the newspaper, but his reading is different. He would never sit down and open up a novel and get lost in a piece of fiction or a Stephen King book. That's just not who he is. That's who I am. That is why I have this book club. So this is why I am so surprised every time that he goes into a bookstore with me, simply because I know it takes a little piece of his soul away from him and it takes a lot of patience because I'm never in and out. I like to browse, read a couple pages, the cover. You know what it's like. You're here for a reason. You like to read. So you understand. So imagine my surprise that the last time we were at a bookstore, which was last month when we were away, I am strolling through and my husband gets my attention and he's like, "Hey, come here." And he points to this book. And it's in that moment that I realize sometimes he actually listens to me when I talk, because I walked right past this amazing book that I have wanted and that I've talked about, not only here in the book club back in January of this year, 2019, but also to my husband in passing. And he remembered it for some crazy reason. And I was so excited because I got to not only purchase, but read this month's book club pick. And it's a very tiny read. But it is so amazing and I'm so excited to share it with you. Back in January, like I said, I picked an author rather than a book, and it is none other than Sylvia Plath. And at that time, I was explaining how some kind of manuscript was found or located or given from her archives that hadn't been released, and I was so excited. And this is it. Sylvia Plath. It's a short story, and it is called Mary Ventura and the Ninth Kingdom. And it's good. And it's also weird. And it's also open for discussion big time. Of course, read this in one setting, or you might miss the... if you split it up, I think it's going to take away from the anticipation and the lore of this book. So please, it's only 30-some pages, get it done in one setting. But please, read it and let me know what you think of it. Like, what do you think the Ninth Kingdom is about? Like, there's no spoilers here. What do you think it could have been? Like, is this time travel? Is this a haunting? Is this, I don't know. But I was just so excited to read something else of hers. It was like a gift given to us from the other side. And if you're a fan of her, or a fan of the unknown, then you're going to like this piece. Sylvia Plath, Mary Ventura and the Ninth Kingdom. Let's talk about it. Read on, creep on.